Let me speak directly to you, not through the distorted lenses of other people's words, but through the gentle clarity of understanding and recognition. There have been moments when harsh words have clung to you, names thrown like stones, labels pasted on your identity by those who never paused to see the whole of who you are. You've carried those words longer than you deserved. Perhaps you started to believe them, thinking their definitions of you must be true, playing over and over what they said as if it mattered more than anything else. But let's step aside from their voices for a moment. Let's walk somewhere quieter, where I can see you, really see you. So much happens beneath the surface. I saw more than what the world glimpsed. I saw the intent shaping your choices, the hope behind every action. I saw the heart behind your decisions, unseen by those who only noticed outcomes. I witnessed the pain that pushed you, the longing for connection that others mistook for weakness. Where others saw mistakes, I saw your battles. Silent, valiant, enduring. Where others glanced and judged, I looked deeper and witnessed the tenderness within you, the resilience that kept you moving when it would have been easier to give up. Underneath it all was a longing for love, a desperate desire to be recognized, to be seen, to know that you matter. There is nothing shameful about that. I don't hold your vulnerabilities against you. I don't weigh your worth on the scale of public opinion. I simply see. I see the real you, fragile at times, strong in unexpected ways. I see the courage it takes to keep showing up, day after day, even when the labels grow heavy. I see the hope that flickers even in the darkness, a spark that refuses to go out, even when the night feels unending.
So let's revisit the words spoken over your soul, the unkind judgments that tried to define you. Let me speak over those lies. Let them fade in the brightness of these truths. You are not worthless. You are not unlovable. You are not broken beyond repair. Hear that again. You, yes, you, are not the sum of the names that others flung at you. You are far more than every wound delivered by careless tongues. Let the old definitions fall away. Let them slide from your heart like dust shaken off a coat. Instead, listen now, and let these words settle in. The real story of who you are, not the fiction they wrote for you. You are chosen. Not by accident, not as an afterthought, but selected with purpose and care. You are covered, not exposed to the cold world, but wrapped in belonging, protected by the understanding that there is more to you than the surface. You are made new, not because your past is denied, but because even broken things can be transformed and restored. There is renewal here, possible every single day, for you. Maybe you remember every moment you've been called out, criticized, overlooked, and misunderstood. Maybe the echoes of those words still chase you when you are alone, those faint but insistent reminders of someone else's opinion. But I want you to know that you do not have to carry them. Their words are not your destiny. Their lack of understanding does not define your value. You are not a sum of the names you were called, but the strength you've shown in moving through the storm. You are not what they said you were. You are more. Inside you, there beats a heart that has felt pain, yes, but has not grown hard with bitterness. You have learned to offer kindness, both to others and yourself, when it would have been easier to return hurt for hurt. You have found the courage to hope, even when hope seemed foolish. You show up in big ways and small, daring to believe that love is possible, that wholeness might one day be yours. That, in itself, is extraordinary. Every time you choose to move forward, every time you decide that the story is not over, the world gets a little brighter. Every time you hold out hope, when everyone else might give up, you give permission to others to do the same. Perhaps you don't see how impactful your resilience really is. Perhaps you don't know how many others have found comfort in your hidden bravery. But know this, your journey matters. I see your scars, not as flaws, but as testaments to the battles you have fought and survived. I see the softness that remains in your heart, and the strength that runs through your bones. I see the way you stand tall, even under the weight of history. You are more than any verdict passed down by judges who never heard your story. For every time you have questioned your worth,
For every moment you wondered if love could truly be for you. For every night you have cried because the weight of life felt too much. You have survived. Not just survived, but shown hints of thriving, even if the world didn't notice. You have offered forgiveness where others would offer only anger. You have chosen persistence in the face of disappointment. You have believed, if only faintly, in beginnings after endings.
It's okay if you've made mistakes. We all have. The story of being human is written in imperfection. Every stumble is not proof of disgrace, but evidence of a life fully lived, of lessons learned the hard way, of trying when giving up was so tempting. Your attempts to belong, to connect, to be loved are not failures. They are marks of bravery. You are not too much, nor are you not enough. You are precisely as you were meant to be, a unique expression of life, still becoming, still unfolding. You are not defined by who walked away, or who misunderstood, or who rejected you. Your value is not determined by popularity or acceptance. You belong here. You are allowed to rest in the knowledge that what was said about you does not set the boundaries of your future. Those labels were small. You are expansive. There is so much to you yet undiscovered, so much growing and healing and loving left in your story. You are free to let go of the name-calling, the criticism, the lies, and step into the wider world as yourself, worthy, lovable, whole. If you could see yourself as I do, you would see someone remarkable. You would see the grace in your endurance, the loveliness in your kindness, the hope that never quite dies. That is the truth of who you are, not the rumors, not the accusations, not the cold opinions formed without knowledge. No matter what they said, your history is not your shame. Your regrets do not write the end of your narrative. You are not disqualified by the times you've failed, nor are you defined by your lowest moments. Every morning that you rise, you get to choose again, to step into newness, to let love be the answer instead of fear. You may have wondered if anyone really sees all of you, your dreams, your struggles, your quiet victories, your unseen heartbreaks. Know this: you are not invisible. You do not have to compete for worthiness. You do not need to prove that you matter. You simply do. Let yourself rest in the assurance that you are chosen, not the leftover, not picked last, not ignored, but wanted. You are covered, not exposed, but embraced and seen truly. You are made new, not because you never failed, but because every moment invites renewal. Every breath carries possibility. Let these truths surround you, louder than the old, tired voices that tried to keep you small. Let the truth outshine the lies. You are loved, you are seen, you are wanted. Even when your own heart doubts it, remember, your worthiness is not on trial. You are not what they said. You are not the sum of other people's narratives. You are the author of your own. You get to choose which words you carry, which voices you listen to. The names they called you cannot stand against who you really are. Their narrow definitions cannot confine the vastness of your spirit. When you look back on your life, you will see a tapestry of struggle and triumph, of sadness and joy, of hurt and healing. You will see how much you've overcome, how many times you tried again, how resilient you truly are. The next chapters remain unwritten, full of possibility, and you get to fill them with the truth of your identity. So when you hear those old names echoing in your mind, when shame or inadequacy swoops in unexpectedly, let yourself answer back with a deeper truth. Remind yourself, I am chosen, I am loved, I am made new, not by the approval of the critic, not by the applause of the crowd, but by the enduring truth of my own being. Forgive yourself for believing the lies for as long as you did. It is hard not to, when the world can be so loud, so insistent. But now you know better. Now you have seen yourself through eyes of compassion. Now you understand that wholeness is possible, not because you are flawless, but because you are alive, aware, capable of change, deserving of all the good things that life offers. Many of the ones who labeled you did so out of their own pain. Hurt people hurt people. The cycle is old as time. Sometimes people name you out of their fear, their misunderstanding, their unwillingness to see nuance. That is a reflection of them, not of you. Do not be afraid of your vulnerability. Do not hide away the parts of you that long for connection. Do not mask your softness with armor, unless you need it for healing. It is not weakness to want love. It is strength to believe in it, even after disappointment. You are more than a survivor of criticism. You are a beacon of hope for what it looks like to keep going. You show others that wounds can heal, that love can return, that brokenness is never the final word. Your presence, just as you are, is a gift. Every bit of progress you make inspires more than you know, and even your stumbles are beautiful because they keep you authentic, growing, and real. Choose, this day, to reject the labels others imposed. Choose to recognize misguided words as the static they are, noise that cannot compete with the music of your true self. Choose to trust the voice that says you are enough, just as you are. Choose to let your own narrative be written with honesty, courage, and hope. You are not what they said. You never were, and you never have to be. The heart of you, your true self, remains untouched by insult, radiant in possibility. Trust that. Return to it again and again, especially when the world grows loud. If you doubt, remember this. You have something unique to offer. No one else can bring your perspective, your wisdom, your kindness, your laughter to this world. No matter how insignificant you have been made to feel, you matter immensely. You don't have to be perfect. You only have to be who you are. That, in itself, is enough. You are not denied love because others were unable to give it. You are not beyond restoration because you have made mistakes. Every day, there is new mercy, new opportunity. Every day is a gift waiting to be unwrapped, a chance to choose truth over lies. Celebrate your victories, however small. Offer yourself kindness in failure. Look in the mirror and see, for perhaps the first time, the one who endured so much, who still hopes, who still loves, who is still here. That takes unimaginable strength. That is who you are. So let all the old words dissolve. Let the old names fade into the distance. Stand in the center of yourself, chosen, covered, made new. Stand tall, not because you have something to prove, but because you have already survived, already loved, already existed as your true self. That is more than enough. Return to this truth whenever you need it. Write it down, speak it aloud, pass it to others. You are not what they said. You are chosen. You are covered. You are made new. Remind yourself as often as you need. Let it become louder in your heart than any lie that ever hurt you. If only you could glimpse the ripple effect of your continued hope, the light that shines from every hard-fought victory, the warmth that others feel from your embrace, the courage others find by following your example. You are already creating more goodness than you can see. When you wonder if the world needs you, let this be the gentle answer. Yes, it does. The world needs people like you, who have been broken and are learning to heal, who have been diminished and are learning to stand tall, who offer compassion because they know what it is to need it. You have a place that cannot be filled by anyone else. Hold fast to the truth. Speak it over your life, louder every day if you must. I am not the names I was called. I am not the sum of misunderstandings. I am not defined by rejection. I am chosen. I am covered. I am made new. Imagine for a moment a life unburdened by shame, a life where love is not conditional, where acceptance is not earned by perfection, but given because you exist. That life is available to you, starting now. You do not have to earn it. You simply have to claim it. The invitation remains open every new day. As you move through the world, bring this truth with you. Let it color your choices, your relationships, your inner dialogue. Let it bring peace to the chaos and light to the dark corners. When others try to impose new labels, remember, your worth is not up for debate. The real you is deeper, kinder, and stronger than any insult. You are living proof that pain can become wisdom, that hurt can give way to hope, that worthiness survives misunderstanding. You are not what they said. You never were. The truest things about you cannot be taken away. You are chosen. You are covered. You are made new. So take a breath. Allow yourself the freedom to be who you are, not who the world said you must be.
Let your story unfold in its own way, on its own terms. Celebrate your resilience. Honor your softness. Rejoice in your ability to love, to hope, to begin again. These truths are yours to keep. You are not the echoes of derision. You are not the lies that clung to you. You are not the sum of brokenness, but the light that refuses to be extinguished. You are chosen. You are covered. You are made new. Always, always, you are more than what they said. And always, you are enough.